So we're back this week to talk tech planning in schools, and we're at our last topic this week, which is measurement. So last week we touched on finance, and today we're going to talk about something that has to be done, I guess, across all organizations, but particularly in schools, and we're very good at in some aspects. For example, formal measurement, when we're assessing somebody's performance or ability, we're very good at doing that. We've done that forever, and that's sort of something that comes naturally to us. So when we're talking tech planning, how do we measure that? Well, there are formal ways. We can look at it from the perspective of, has digital literacy improved, and can we show evidence of that, which is great because a lot of people will value that. But there's that informal way, which is your, we call it the warm fuzzy measurement, the things that are not necessarily measurable just from a B or C, but maybe peripheral to the main event, which is, if you said to someone, how do you measure customer service or customer satisfaction in a retail environment, that's something that's quite challenging. You can ask for feedback, but it's not necessarily easy. But if you said, can you measure how many sales each staff member does, that's quite easy. So when we get to the warm fuzzy stuff, that's where we often struggle. And the way we probably are best at tackling this in a school is, rather than measuring the tech program directly, or rather than measuring the students directly, let's look at measuring the things that are impacted by that and the follow-on effect. So for example, if rather than saying, hey, how great are we doing with devices in the classroom, maybe look at how quickly a kid's running out of class when the bell rings versus how quickly they were running out of class before. Or how much ownership are they taking of these devices? How are devices and equipment being treated when we're using it poorly versus when they actually understand that it's complementary to their learning, or in a lot of cases we're tricking them into that being fun. So we're tricking them into that learning, and then obviously they do take ownership. So it's super duper important. It's probably one of the funnest things to do, because when you are successful and you've done a great job, it's great to be able to measure that and showcase that to the rest of the world. There's nothing worse than you thinking you've done a great job and your team thinking you've done a great job, but the community and other people in that space just don't understand that. So it is important. It's important to do well, take time, think about it, plan it. Don't just hope you got things at the end of it. And of course, every time you do get those great testimonials from parents, teachers, students, document that, showcase that. And I guess something we need to touch on is, when you fail, make sure you measure those failures, find out why we failed, what we did wrong, what we can do better. It's not just about success. It's all good and well to foster a fake program around success, but it's not going to, if it's not built well, it won't succeed in the long term. So honest measurement, showcase your successes, identify your failures, pay close attention to it, because otherwise you'll get to the end of your program and you won't know if it was successful or not. So that's all for this week. We'll do a quick wrap up next week. And again, thanks for listening, and please provide feedback if you have any. Cheers.